folks, I'm back. It's me, Mahbub Chowdhury, aka the People's Coach, aka your host and speaker for today. Welcome back to more of my educational and motivational videos where I will be talking to you guys about so many different areas and aspects of life. One subject, one video. Now, in today's video, I want to talk to you guys about how to handle stress. Well, what is stress about? Well, stress comes in so many different disguises, so many different forms, whether it be major to minor things. And the thing I'm trying to bring to your attention is this. Stress is a load. It's a burden. But let me tell you something. Stress will always become a burden depending on the way you carry it. That's the thing I'm trying to bring to your attention. Stress is something that you're not familiar with. Stress is something that you don't understand. Stress can be an overwhelming thing. All it is you just don't know how to carry it. You don't know how to handle it. So hence, it requires you to go out there and look for other alternatives. Look for other ways of handling it. I'll give you an example, people. Say, for instance, that you're trying to carry a fridge. You're trying to carry a fridge from getting to point A to B. Now, I'll tell you what. The burden, the stress of carrying that thing can become so overwhelming depending on how you carry the load, how you leverage the load. If you have two people helping you, depending on the angle that you lift it up, it makes a massive difference. And that's the same as stress. Stress becomes so overwhelming. It becomes a burden depending on how you look at things, depending on how you perceive things, depending on how you interpret and understand things. So all these are governed by your processes and your procedures and your perspectives and perceptions of what stress is. That's the thing I'm trying to bring to your attention. It's not the stress, the load that is a burden. It's how you carry the stress on your shoulders. Some people can carry stress very, very well because they're equipped. They know how to deal with overwhelming things because they've overcome barriers, challenges and obstacles. They've learned from it. They've grown from it. Just because, for example, that you reach a halt in your life, you reached a barrier. Are you going to stop there? No, you look for other ways around it. You can go over it, you can go under it, you can even fight through it. There's so many options out there. There's so many different ways at looking at things. You can look at the same thing, have 10 different people looking at the same thing, but have different interpretations, different understandings and perspectives on that object that you're looking at. That's the thing I'm trying to bring to your attention, people. How are you looking at stress? Depends upon how you tackle stress. Stress, the actual thing, is not actually a stress. It's not. All it is just a load. But how do you carry that load is the multi-million-dollar question. Stress is there. Yes, cool. We've understood that. Now what do I do with it? Oh, what does it do with me? Am I consumed and overwhelmed by it? Or do I look for a way of handling it well? That's the thing I'm trying to bring to your attention, people. It's not necessarily the stress. It's you, your understanding, your approach and attitude governs how much are you going to be stressed. All it is just a case of you managing yourself. Forget the stress. The stress is actually external. It's caused from the internal of too much thinking, overthinking time and time again. But in actuality, the stress can be this big, this small, but inside your head it's this big. What have you done there? It goes back to that thing. It's how you carry it, how you perceive it, how you look at things. So people, next time you are overstressed, think of a different way of tackling it rather than being a victim of stress. There's always answers out there. It just requires you to go out there and make that effort to look for effective ways of handling things. Point blank, simple, clear cut as that. It may sound. I may be saying this, but how many of us out there are going to incorporate this? So people, the choice is yours. I've just given you a perspective. That's all it is at the end of the day. It's up to you whether you want to take it on board or whether you want to reject it. The choice is yours. So people, that is my rant for today. Join me for more up-and-coming motivational and educational materials. Until then, take care, stay strong, stay focused. And always live to learn to empower and inspire the lives of many as well as yourself. Bye for now.